What's going on, everybody? So I'm going to be reviewing the 2022 Model Y Pro Performance. I've been driving this car a little over a year and a half now, put over 23,000 miles. I've come from a 2020 Model 3 Performance. I had that in midnight gray with black interior. I got this with white interior this time. I'm going to tell you what I like, what I don't like. We'll go over the specs and whether or not I think this may be a good car for you. So first and foremost, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe below to Plaid Balls. And the reason this channel is called Plaid Balls is because Elon got the term plaid mode for the Model S, Model X from Spaceballs when they went into plaid, and the symbol on the back of those cars is definitely taken from the movie Spaceballs, whether you guys knew it or not. So I would appreciate it if you hit subscribe. So this is 187 inches in length. It's 75.6 inches in width. The height is 63.9 inches. Wheelbase is 113.8. Drag coefficient 0.23. Ground clearance is 6.6 inches. These are performance tires. I wish I did get all-weather tires because here in New England, this car isn't too well, even with all-wheel drive in the wintertime. And having 6.6-inch clearance, it's been a little rough when it snows quite a bit here taking this car out. So we've actually taken my wife's Lexus SUV out in the snow when it's been too bad, and I've left this in the garage. As far as the suspension goes, it's going to be a little rough ride, stiff suspension, because it is a pro performance sport. It's supposed to ride pretty stiff. It's going to have the flush door handles here, and I do like these door handles, but the only issue I've had that I've told you guys in a previous video is if this is out baking in the sun, you're going to burn your fingers opening this. This gets really, really hot. I did choose white interior here, and I didn't do so on my Model 3 Pro Performance because I thought white interior, once you stain it or spill stuff on it, you'll never get that color out or it would fade. And a year and a half later, I mean, they still look brand new. I've had sloppy guests in here, spilling coffee, sloppy dogs in here, getting muddy, rain, eating food in here, anything you can imagine. And a little water, paper towel, takes it right out. And I'll show you the back seat as well. So if you're going to choose the white interior or even the cream interior, I did choose the cream interior on a Model X I plan on taking delivery for the next month, and I'll show you guys a video of that. A little water, paper towel, gets the stains right out. There's plenty of leg room back here. I'm 6'2". I fit back here absolutely no problem. The long range does have a 7-seat version. The performance does not, so this is going to be 5-seat. As we step into the inside here, has a side compartment on both sides like you would see in any car. The glove box is interesting because I haven't found a button on here that opens it. If anyone knows how to open it other than saying open glove box, I would love to know because I haven't been able to figure that out yet. Has plenty of storage right here in the front. It slides out. You got 2 cup holders right there. You have wireless charging. I told you in another video that we've done that this is horrible. This is the worst wireless charging I've ever had in my life. Tesla sucks at that. The Model 3 Performance that I had in 2020, same thing. It was terrible wireless charging. This car does have 4 USB-C ports, and those are rapid chargers, definitely. And it does have a 12-volt cigarette port as well right here in this box. And there's plenty of room right here as well. Lumbar seats. It has the panoramic roof. It's a beautiful roof. Don't get me wrong, but one thing that sucks with this is the sun does bake through there. Sunny, hot day. We did buy the third-party window shade for that. I wish they did come with an automatic shade. Don't get me wrong, I love the sunroof and everything else, but you'll really feel it in the hot sun. If you're worried about getting sunburn in here, all this has been UV coated. 99% will block all UV rays, so you cannot get sunburn in a Tesla whatsoever. Windows are double pane, so this is going to be quiet on this model. See the double pane there? There's a lot of outside noise, and you will get a lot more quiet with the double pane windows. I didn't have that in my Model 3 Performance. One thing I did have to get used to in my Model 3 and it transitioned over to this Model Y was that there's no front dash here. I love looking at the speedometer and everything else in my cluster here in the front. And when I get the Model X Plaid next month, I'll show you guys a video. I look forward to having that front cluster. So everything is going to be on this middle dash here. It's a 15-inch screen. It has heated side mirrors here, LED lights and tail lights, fog lights, power adjustable mirrors. Has automatic emergency braking, and I do not like the automatic emergency braking. So if you're using autopilot in any way, even if it's the standard one, in order to take that off, you would have to disengage automatic emergency braking here. Every trip, disable it. I do that because there's been phantom braking on this car on the highway, where we've gone from 70 down to 40 miles an hour in a heartbeat with nothing in front of us. So I don't like that yet. I don't trust it, and you know, we'll see where that goes. As far as everything on the screen, you pretty much do all the controls through here, all your settings, pedals and steering, your charging. And somebody asks me, like, if you go to a Tesla charger, how much more expensive is it than charging at home? And it's around twice the cost. So I pay around, I want to say 16 or 17 cents a kilowatt. And yeah, Tesla chargers are anywhere from, I believe, 35 cents to 42 cents a kilowatt, depending on what supercharger you go to. I did not go for autopilot. I did get it in the Model 3 Performance that I bought in 2020, and I did not think it was worth the money. So if you are contemplating whether or not to get autopilot, I would say it's really not worth it. But I am seeing videos now with new updates that look like it's improving as we speak. And the cost has gone from $15,000 down to $12,000. So I would hold off a little longer, and hopefully that price may hit 10 or under. Because when I bought my Model 3, I paid $6,000 or $7,000 for the full autopilot. Your locks here. What's cool is I can use my iPhone as a key. And your iPhone is going to give you all different information. You can view the cameras. You can see if somebody has triggered an alarm on your car. You can actually talk through the microphone if somebody's near your car, and do all sorts of things through there. And you can even check your tire pressure as well. And Tesla does not charge for this service. This comes free when you purchase a Tesla. You can choose auto high beam under lights, and I want to go over that feature with you. I do have auto headlights. I definitely recommend that. Front fog is there. Auto high beam tends to suck. It doesn't use high beam when I want to use it, and it tends to, on the highway, put the high beams on when cars are not a safe distance away ahead of us, where it's turning on the high beams behind them. So I do not like that auto high beam feature. You can choose headlights after exit. Ambient lights here, if you want ambient lights. Steering wheel lights. You can choose the appearance of your display. So you usually get this bright white display while the sun is still out, and then this will go to a dark display when the sun sets. Tell you your trips, total energy use. Got your navigation here. You can set the parameters for your navigation from the volume all the way down. Safety, you have camera-based detection, disable sentry signs. Got dash cam. I do put mine on auto. it is recommended that on the Pro Performance that you run your tires cold at 42 psi's. Got the owner's manual here, car wash mode, adjustable headlights, towing, wheels and tires, notifications, software. So there is a software update available, and I will be doing that shortly. And then you have the upgrades here where you can do full self-driving for $199 a month. If you purchase it, you got to purchase it through the app. So let's go check out the trunk. So before I open the trunk, I would suggest that everybody order a key fob. This key fob does not come with the Tesla Model Y or any Tesla right now. I believe it's around $175, but if I double press it, it will open the trunk. If I single press it, oh, it's not opening the charge port, so let me figure that out in a second. So you get 66 cubic feet of space here with the seats folded up. You get these huge side compartments. You can fit bottles of wine back there like I do, or just a ton of stuff. So it does have a hidden compartment here where you can definitely fit another small suitcase, ton of room. If you want to pull those seats back, not pull them back, pull them forward, you have these two switches here, but you do manually have to fold those back up like on any other vehicle. So I'm going to hit that one, goes all the way down. I just have to tuck that headrest down, it'll go completely flat. You're going to get 76 feet of cubic storage back here, a ton of room. It's just my wife and I, we don't have kids. Even if you have kids, unless you have a ton of kids, more than 2 kids. Yeah, if you're having 4, 5, 6 kids, obviously I don't recommend the Model Y. To shut it, you can either press that button or you can press the key fob twice. It does have sensors on it as well, so in theory it should never close on anybody. That's how you close it. Let me see the charge port here. Let me see if it's one. Let me see if it's 3. I don't know what it is. So let me press it. If you press it here and you have the key, it'll automatically open. And if you're at home and you're using a Tesla for the very first car, I would suggest paying an electrician to put in a 240 volt outlet and getting this, because you're going to charge at 30 miles per hour versus a standard plug, which is probably 1 mile per hour if you're lucky. You put it in, and I have some guests here. This is my beautiful wife. You've seen her in the videos. She's going to be learning how to drive this car in a future video. And wait, there's my mother-in-law. She's single, so if any of you single guys are out there, I'm trying to say, not available. Okay, you like being single. Okay, all right. Fair enough, Lucia. Fair enough. Lucia's from Cali, Colombia. She's going to be living with us most of the year now. You got your permanent residency here, and obviously my wife lives with me. But highly suggest this. Very, very crucial to get this. So let's look at the frunk. One complaint I have with the frunk is it's not an automatic closure like the trunk. I think that's the #1 complaint probably for most Tesla people, and you do get extra cargo space in here. No oil changes, no transmission fluid changes, really maintenance free. You have the windshield wiper fluid there. Unbelievable. That is the only place you're going to put liquids in this vehicle. People ask me, what about the brakes? How often do you have to change those? And the answer is usually every 150,000 miles. The regenerative braking should brake 99.9% of all the entire time. Once you get used to it, and there is a setting where you can choose, how stiff you want the regenerative braking to be on this car, and that, goes with that. As far as the tires go, I'm going to warn you guys, if you're hitting the pedal to the metal on this, or the Model 3, you're going to be replacing these tires every 15 to 20,000 miles. I have 23,000 miles on it. Tires are still fine. I don't hit it hard. I don't ride it hard, but on my Model 3 I did. and it was expensive. It was around $1,200 for 4 new performance tires when it came to replacing those. So let's go over my top features of the Model Y Performance, and first is definitely going to be Sentry Mode. So with all these cameras, you go close to that car, it's going to be recording. So they say it's almost impossible to vandalize a Tesla, especially if you're getting into a car next to it, because that's getting your license plate. And I've known a few people who've gotten other people arrested for hit and runs and vandalizing their Teslas because of the camera system. I'm going to show you that in a few seconds. So you got a camera in the back here. There is 2 cameras right here on the side. So you're going to get one here at the door level. You're going to get one here on the side. You're going to get the front camera right there. You're going to have the camera inside the cabin. You have the back camera by the license plate, and the same thing on this side. You're going to get a camera up here and then on the side here. And the quality is remarkable, and it saves it. Look at this. This thing is still activated. We'll check out the footage in a few seconds, see what happened. But let me show you how nice the back seat is here for guests. And I think that this back seat is better than the Model X back seat, and I'll tell you why. The back seat in the Model Y Performance is very comfortable for guests. You do have 2 cup holders in the middle, an armrest. You do have 2 USB-C ports to charge your phones, independent back seat air conditioner. You can control that with the front panel, how hot or how cold it gets back here. You do have heated seats back here as well. So guests do like this. The only complaint I get is the performance complaint. The stiff suspension, you go over a bump or a pothole, you are going to really feel it in this car. But plenty of room overall. Well, let's go into Sentry Mode and just show you what this camera got. So you're going to get that red dot there. That's going to tell you that there was an incident close to the car. But what's great is the whole time you're parked someplace, this thing will record it if you want it on that setting. So you can see, where am I here? You can see me walking past the car. And let's go to the incident here. There I am, touching the car with the cameras and everything else, and it's recording at all angles here on the camera system. I love this. I think this is a great feature. It does have a dash cam as well, so if you're ever in an accident, you have the ability to have proof if it wasn't your fault, because it will tape on all 4 angles here, and I think that is awesome, right? Because how many times have any of you ever been in an accident where it's he said, she said, and you get screwed? Well, you're not going to get screwed on a Tesla. Unless it's your fault, then you're going to get screwed. Another cool feature, that's one of my favorite features, is let's say you're thinking of a song one day, and today I was thinking of Vanilla Ice. I said, let's play some Ice Ice Baby, right? And it's no joke, all right? Any song you can possibly think of, this car will play. Watch this. Play Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. You don't have to pay for that. It's automatic. It's not going to play the album or anything else that you want. It will go to a station with similar type of music. Is this not a great tune or what? Come on. So what else do I want to get into here that I love? Obviously the heated seats. One thing I'll be wary of. These are the best heated seats I've ever been in a vehicle. Number 3 gets very hot. So I'm up to a 1 or a 2. Just be aware of that. You can preheat these too in the cold months. It's nice. I do have a bad back, stiff back. This is a great feature. Another feature I like is definitely the heated steering wheel. There was a recent update that you could set it at 2 temperatures. You got 1 or 2 level. 2 level gets really hot as well, or auto, I believe. Let me see if it does auto at all. Yeah, so it will do an auto based on the ambient temperature inside the car. Saved my favorite feature for last, everybody, and whether you're charging, you're on a road trip, we travel a lot, is definitely the theater system. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and it only gets better as the updates happen. Great stuff, everybody. So look at that. Look at the quality of that. So you can spend your time watching YouTube and everything in the theater, whatever you want, especially if you have kids. That'll be great. And what's going to be good is with the update of the Model Y, like the Model 3 Highland coming out, you're probably going to get this back seat for the kids. That's it, everybody. So those are my favorite features. I would have kept this car and ridden this out for the next 5, 10, 15 years or however long. But the deal that Tesla has on Model X's is just too hard to pass up. So my wife is going to end up with this car. She's not too thrilled. She's never driven a Tesla before. She likes the gas cars, and I'll be showing you guys a future video of her learning this. It might be a little frustrating for me, but let's see overall if she digs it or she hates it. So if you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. And you know, I just wanted to do a quick review. There's so many reviews out there that go over every little detail, and I'm just quickly going through everything. I'm not going to go through every little detail with you guys. I'm just going to, you know, what I use. Would I recommend this car? Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. Performance, that's up to you. If you travel a lot, you have a family, long range is definitely going to have a little bit better suspension on it. And with that being said, let me know what you guys plan on buying, and don't forget the referral code in the bottom.